Happy Friday, family. And if it's your birthday today, happy birthday. I hope your cake is sweet, your problems are light, and none of your exes come and say something in your DMs. Please, we are moving forward, not going backwards. So yes, cheers to you, Mdase. Happy birthday. So let us get into today's proceedings. While a lot of parents are preparing lunch boxes, some are preparing for the weekend, taking their kids out, we have a father who is going through agony. He doesn't know where his child is. He wants answers. I'm thinking he also wants a one-on-one with the mother of his children, because he's got two children with Joshlin Smith. And who am I talking about? I'm talking about José Emke. We have seen him in court before. And yeah, it's heavy. I can imagine what he's going through as a father. And having one more child that they would have to explain in the future what really happened. I'm sure the child has even had something. It is very, very sad. So who is José Emke? José Emke is a 34-year-old. He's a resident in Springbok, Northern Cape, South Africa. He's a father of the two children with Joshlin Smith, including Joshlin. So he had two, and now Joshlin is missing, one left. What is his occupation? We do not know. It is not publicly disclosed. And yeah, he had a relationship with Joshlin Smith, and I'm guessing now they were co-parenting. So I just want us to go back just a little bit in the timeline of events to see what had happened during the trial and how this man was affected. So on the 19th, as we all know, February 2024, Joshlin Smith disappeared from her home in Middleport, Deersville, Saldanha Bay. And early March, José traveled to Saldanha Bay because, like I said, he's from the Northern Cape. He came to help search for his daughter. You can imagine when he got that call, or when he first heard what had happened, how traumatic that incident was for him. So on the 3rd of March, we also know that the trial started. It began at the White City Multipurpose Center in Saldanha Bay. And on the 11th March, we saw during court proceedings how José collapsed upon hearing testimonies regarding Joshlin Smith drug abuse and domestic abuse that was being spoken about. Do you remember when the social worker was speaking there, Miss Mbambo, and this is where we saw José Smith collapsing because he has a medical condition, epilepsy. And I've also read somewhere where the mother had told the media that his son's epilepsy attacks have worsened because of what had happened to Joshlin Smith. So there are statements that he had said to the media. He's been vocal about his anguish and desire for answers. He wants answers, and this is what he said. He said, "I just want to know why Kelly told the court that my child's disappearance is making her famous." He said, "It made me very sad because it is very difficult for me to accept that my child is missing." So whenever we see posts that there's a missing child, most of the time we think about the mothers, but we forget that there are fathers in all of this. So we've seen that this has taken a toll in his life, in his health, with his condition, and he really wants answers. And that statement that he said to the media, "I just want to know why Kelly said my child made her famous." It's confusing as a parent, as a father, that how would a mother say something like that? So yeah, I just wanted to put it out there that we won't say we understand, because I've never had a missing child, but I do understand pain. Mr. Jose, and I'm very sorry that you are going through this. And I know I'm not the only one who empathizes with you. And we just pray that you will hold on and you will get the answers that you are longing for. So I just wanted to bring this out there so that we can be mindful and also put him in our prayers as a father who is going through something like this, something that is the parent's worst nightmare. I don't think there's any parent who would love to hear or like to hear that their child is missing. It is something that, we don't even want to think about it, but it happens. So with that being said, we empathize with you. So let us get back to now what happened today. So as we know that today the accused appeared in court, Cape Town, and Judge Erasmus just went through the whole proceedings thing with us, telling us that today is not the day of sentencing. He made it clear. I had it this time, guys, so don't worry. I've got the dates. I know what will be happening on which dates, and I'm going to share it with you. So we do remember the charges are kidnapping and human trafficking. We know the accused is Joshlin Smith, the mother, Jacqueline Budapolis, which is Kelly's boyfriend, and Stefano van Rijn, which is the family friend. So these are the dates that we've heard and the explanations that Judge Nathan Erasmus had given us. He said on the 23rd of May 2025, Judge Erasmus will ensure everything is in place concerning the trial when it returns to Saldanha Bay, especially regarding logistics and the final transfer of the case. Nothing major will happen on that date, on the 23rd. It's just a logistical meeting to make sure that everything runs smoothly for the trial. I hope you got that. So on the 27th to the 28th of May, this is when the real proceedings will happen now. The judge will hear evidence and arguments from the state and the defense. It is the chance for the case to move forward before sentencing. So this will happen 27, 28. Then on the 29th of May 2025, this will be the day that we'll be waiting for, where the judge will deliver sentence, meaning the accused will learn their fate. Everyone will hear their fate. So going back to the impact that has on these people's families, I can only imagine what they are going through. The disappearance of Joshlin Smith has left an indelible mark on the siblings. You can imagine one is 10 or 11, I think, the firstborn of Kelly Smith, and the youngest is 3 years old. So you can imagine their mother is absent, their legal proceedings. They probably were with their mother, used to their mother. Now they live with relatives. And I know they're getting the love from the relatives, but, we all need our mothers. And we also know that Kelly Smith was a drug user. So I don't want to judge her that much. As people, we judge people. Yeah. I'm including myself there. But these children don't know anything about that, They just know their mother's kisses and hugs, I'm assuming. And now the siblings have lost a sister. On top of that, they've lost a mother too. So if you can watch a lot of shows that we have, a lot of people who grew up without their mothers, they will tell you how difficult life had been. So we are saying big up to those family members who are trying to bridge in the gap and take care of these children and show them love during this difficult time. So as a family too, we sympathize with you guys. And we know that you'll do your best regarding those children. The 3-year-old still yearns for the mother, probably cries for the mother sometimes, we don't know. So you can imagine this weight on the entire family. The family is really clearly going through an immense hardship. So we also praying for them. So I just also, when we get to our last part, you know what I'm known for. So I just want us to get into the legal education section. We had the term prima facie. This is a Latin term that means on the face of it or at first glance. So the judge spoke about that. In simple terms, the judge might think there's enough evidence to show that the crime likely occurred, but it doesn't mean the case is over. So the defense still gets a chance to present their side. So that's what we heard that on the 27th and 28th, this is where the judge will hear both from the defense and the state. So yes, that is what he was talking about. And then we also had today the judge saying the victim impact statements. A victim impact statement is a way for victims or their families to tell the court how a crime affected their lives. And you can only imagine, it's emotional, it's heart-wrenching. So we are waiting for those statements, and the sentencing, the judge will show the real life consequences of the crime. So this is what will happen where the victim impact statements will be done. We will hear from social workers, we will hear from other experts who will give statements to help to show how the disappearance and the surrounding trauma that affected the family, like I said, like we've seen with José Emke, that the anguish over his child's disappearance is just a prime example of how crime has affected their lives. Now you have a condition, and now this condition has worsened because whenever you think or you hear something about the Joshlin Smith, it affects you. So that is what will happen in the victim impact statements. So yeah, crime affects a lot of people, guys. It doesn't only affect you, the person that you did the crime, you are going to prison maybe for the rest of your life, but the people that you leave behind, because you are alive, you are not like someone who's no longer on this earth where people will cry and they will just think of you. You are alive. These people have to think what you are going through inside there. Are you eating well and all of that? And some people, yes, I know, they'll be upset that, she must feel it or she must feel it. But some families, this is your child, you're a mother, you gave birth to that. No parent gives birth to a criminal and say that I want my child to be a criminal. But life happens. So mothers are affected, siblings, children in this case are involved, the father of the children, everyone is involved. So this is what we are going to see. And we've seen already the prime example of the emotional toll that has happened with José Smith, the father of the child. So so with that being said, I just wanted us to remind each other that it is not only this woman who's affected. Probably some of the things that we say, they know, but when they hear it as family members, it's heavy on their hearts. So they should also be in our prayers. And until next time, this is what I had brought to you. Continue subscribing, liking, hitting that notification button, calling me out in the comments. We are trying to ignore the negative ones that are not helping us and building us in any way. There's a difference when someone is trying to build you and help you, and there's a difference when someone is just being plain rude. So we see the comments, and thank you for watching. Thank you for watching from beginning to end, just so that you can be rude and criticize. So you do help the channel in a way. So with that being said, please enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your birthdays. I know some people will be celebrating their birthdays during tomorrow and Sunday. And take care of yourself, get the needed rest, and until next time, God bless you.